there, I'm Dan from Doughty, and this is Lol.
Hi.
Today we are doing a brief overview of our 3 curtain tracks, starting off with 6-track and then moving on to Doughty rail and then studio rail. 6-track is our biggest seller. It's our take on a classic theatrical track that's been around since time began. I don't know quite when.
No,
Victorian?
yeah, I think it probably was.
Yeah.
It's been a long, long time.
Yeah. And we've made our own improvements on how to join it, so you can cut and join it on site easily. We've also created alignment spigots, so when you're actually putting it up, there's a plastic spigot plate which fits in here and allows you to easily line the next one up because it uses relatively small fixing holes. If you don't have an alignment spigot, it's quite awkward to put together without.
Yeah, it's made a real difference in the way it joins and how smoothly the runners go
Yes.
as soon as you do it up. So it's definitely a worthwhile thing.
Yeah.
We do it as obviously walk along just with runners, but it cords up really, really well and just uses nice and sort of pre-stretched hauling line. I think it's 8mm
Yep.
diameter hauling line.
Yep.
Very, very easy to put together, easy to do quite complicated things, easily cut to length on site, and we do bolt-on end plates, bolt-on adapter plates we call them,
Yep.
which really, once you've cut it, don't need any special tools really to make a proper join. Do an extensive range of corners. It's a track that works particularly well as parallel tracks and even triple tracks
Yes.
and studios, which is really, really good. Comes in a really durable, hard, black finish. Like all of our products, we've done it in fairly custom colours, pretty good.
Yep.
Loadings for the runners. Runners are really strong. We do ball raced or sort of plain raced runners. Ball races are the ones we always spec.
Yeah.
Much better. 6 kilos a runner. Absolutely fine. We recommend 300mm spacings for the runners. You can do more, depends on what sort of load, but it will carry those loads pretty well.
Is it 1500mm between?
Yeah,
suspension bolts?
1500mm is our tested thing. We know people go a bit more, but we always say try and support any joints.
Yeah, and we also do a range of kits. So if you have a particular application and you're not sure exactly what parts you need, we have a set of kits which starts at 2 metres or 3 metres?
Yeah, I think 3 metres,
3 metres, yeah, and it runs all the way up to sort of 16 plus metres, I
And
think.
it gives you everything you need up to
yeah.
something coming off the track in effect.
Yeah.
So you still need grid or barrel fixings for it.
Yeah, it could be wall mounted or ceiling mounted, so you can either have a stud drop coming down to an adjustable support bracket, you can have one of our wall brackets, or there's a variety of those.
And I think on here we show it with a swivel 25mm to 48mm
Yeah.
half coupler.
Yeah, which is a very nice bit for barrel mounting, especially if it's track that's not a permanent install. These are very nice.
Yeah, does make a difference. And as we said, 25mm OD top,
tube.
so
Yeah.
takes our standard atom clamp.
Yeah, super stuff. Should we look at some Doughty rail?
Yes. I might hand that to you, Mr. Phillips.
Oh, thank you very much. This is our most recent track, designed to be as low profile as possible, and because it's extruded with a hole through the centre of it, it can be chopped on site, and once it's been sawn and deburred, it's ready to go and fix to the next part, which, given the dimensions on sites, especially from drawings, can vary significantly.
Well, we know from experience that
Being able to adjust the length of it when you're there is very handy
makes
indeed.
a lot of difference. The great thing with the design of this is you can actually butt it straight up into the ceiling or onto a wall with very little gap, which actually means it's absolutely ideal for windows when you need to black out.
Yeah.
Things like that. Just a really, really simple, easy to use
It's a very shallow section, so especially if it's powder coated black, it just disappears into a black ceiling. You can paint it different colours quite easily as well, and we powder coated some in cream and white, and then I think it disappears almost completely into the background.
Yeah, and I don't know if you said already, but with powder coated black or polished silver as sort of standard, or raw aluminium state, I think it is.
Yeah,
actually,
and there's a variety of different standoff brackets on here. This is a wall mounting one there, and then that's a ceiling mounting one. This is compatible with Unistrut nuts.
So it'll take Zebedee's.
Yes.
No problem, which is fantastic because every installation person is going to have Zebedee's on their truck. So.
Yeah, indeed. 6 kilos a runner again.
Really cost effective.
Yeah.
Fantastic, strong ball race runners that are really cheap.
Very reasonable, aren't they?
You can do sensitive tracks. It's definitely a cheaper option than the other one. But can't be corded, walk along only.
Yeah, it is walk along only. Yeah. But yeah, a nice track and yeah, a favourite. Yeah. Shall we have a look at some studio rail?
I think we should. I'll take that from you.
Studio rail's an I-section track, extruded aluminium, again with a locating pinhole there. Really started life as a televisual track, so not really a curtain track at all.
No, very much a studio track.
Yeah.
Which was, but we found actually we're seeing it go more and more into other uses.
Well, especially in film studios, it seems to be.
Yeah, well, it's kind of versatile as to what you can put on it.
Yeah.
Although we show it here with curtain runners, we do cable carriers for it as well.
Yeah. And a vast range of other accessories that go with it.
And I think that's really where its strength is. And I think we show it on here with just a few of the carriages we sell for it.
Yeah, so you've got a 28mm receiver there, 16mm spigot there, and this is a swivel carriage. So this one would sit inside of that one. I think the beauty of that is if you do go and put it up as a curtain track, suddenly you also have a suspension point for lights. So for a multi-use space, it makes a lot of sense to go and have all the same track.
It does, and we've seen it used in a variety of uses. We see people move video walls with it, sections of video walls, and it will deal with those loads absolutely brilliant. A lot of these carriages will take 100 kilos without trying. We've seen absolutely enormous video walls. We've seen it move scenery in theatres. Yeah. As Dan said, it's primarily seen in TV studios, but personally, I think it should be in any multi-use room. You know,
it makes a huge amount of sense. I think instead of having a barrel grid, if you have a studio rail grid, you can hang on any point in that room.
Yeah, which is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And again, powder coated black, or is it anodised black?
No, it's powder coated.
Powder coated black, or sort of raw aluminium.
Yeah, and again can be powder coated in different colours if required. There's a range of different top hat fixings. These are the 50mm ones. There's also a 25mm if you need to go and get closer to the ceiling. There is a slightly bigger brother called 80 rail, which is more for sort of mother grids up and above. But for the majority of installations, 60 rail is more than man enough.
Yeah, the loadings on the two, even though the other one is substantially more, are very close.
Yeah.
So this outsells the other one about 10 to 1.
Yeah. Thanks very much for watching.
Thank you.